4 a.m. Hermosillo, Mexico, setting up the long line of patrol vehicles heading into the heart of Cartel land. Put on your seatbelts. In this region that many call hopeless territory belonging to the cartel, a team of local law enforcement starts their daily patrol to make a difference. Talking about what's happening here in Sonora with 60% of all fentanyl crossing the border through Sonora, but there's been some great achievements over the last 60 days about stemming the flow as well as human trafficking. So we're talking about operations. Sitting here today with the Secretary
Victor Hugo Enriquez, Secretary of Public Safety in Sonora.
Mr. David Zarza.
We here in Sonora have a group of people working in the Secretaría de Seguridad Pública with a lot of experience. Pretty much we have been working on federal level, and we have all the support of our governor, Alfonso Durazo. Many of the things that we have been doing is alone, but we can coordinate with a lot of other agencies. We can achieve good results.
Meet my security detail. Great guys.
Goals, one of the things that we want to do is to place Sonora like the model state on the bilateral cooperation with the US. Both countries, we have our interests, but we share pretty much all of the interests. And one of them is the safety of both countries.
Is it possible to clean up Sonora, Mexico? It is the heartland of the Mexican cartel. 60% of fentanyl and human trafficking goes through Sonora. Many have given in to apathy or conditioning, but I'm here to show you what they're up to. We scream through the towns of Altar and Corboca that are controlled by the cartel. And here we are assembling with the rest of the agents, preparing to go in the deep desert and cartel-controlled areas. So they're taking the drone to do a quick surveillance of the area. This is the police force fighting cartels, fighting drug and human trafficking. That's the commander of the unit. And these are the good guys. This was the last town that we experienced going deep into the desert, and it was actually quite active this early in the morning. But we have the Cartel just 2 blocks away. Now bear in mind, they do this 5 times a week, if not more. The same route. And occasionally they mix it up just to throw in the cartels. But think about it. If you're a cartel member and you see a fleet of trucks, security vehicles, flashing down, stirring up dust, you know you have enough time to flee the area. And that's what I found out later in the video. You'll see many farms and ranches were just recently occupied by members of Cartel.
So this called Ranch El Papalote.
Papalote.
So yeah, this the fact that there is no business, the state loses a lot of profit, a lot of benefit financially.
When did they clear the area out of the cartel? How long ago?
Probably about 2 months ago. ¿Cuándo limpiaron aquí el área más o menos?
Hace 8 días. Hace 8 días, el sábado, incendiaron esto.
Yeah, 8 days.
8 days?
Yes.
It used to be a ranch that the U.S. hunters would come and
Americans will come, do the hunting season, started December 1st. For the last 5 years, they haven't been able to because of the cartel's activity. And unfortunately, it has hurt economically the state and tourism and all that stuff. So cartels have really hurt the region significantly.
yeah. And of course, as you build the team and the law enforcement, we're just basically cleaning it out.
Correct. Yes. So you can zoom in. This is a ranch for hunting ranch, a deer ranch.
Deer ranch.
And what happens here is cartels over this place for several years. Recently, the police came in and they burned down the building because they weren't happy that police is taking more space. Because for years they had all these, areas,
Okay.
And so right now, that's what they're doing. The state police is
Cleaning it. They're cleaning the area out of our cartel.
Correct.
Hay algunas cartuchos de bajar la alianza que puedan ver ellos que
So the cartels burnt this down because they were not happy because you guys are taking back the area. Wow.
And the Comandante Braulio, right here, is the one who's pretty much in charge of cleaning up this area. So.
Very good. Wow, they did the damage. Yeah. Eight days ago. It was still small. Still smell the smoke. And here we go again, back in the trucks and on to the next location. And yes, dust and more dust. So let's sit back and let's see what happens at the next stop.
Sí, lo que le dije, porque me hicieron tienes que pasar las empresas de zorra.
They check an area to clear it
Está
out.
bueno, así le hacemos café, dijo. Órale, la hora.
See if there's any cartel members that have videos that all clear.
Bueno, que cuando lleguemos a los puntos, se bajen a caminar.
So they check for these are the ranches that used to be used for hunting. That caused the cartels to go there. So what they're doing is they're doing the sweep. Make sure that they're no longer here. If they are here, they arrest them. So, you want to tell everybody where we are?
We are at a ranch near the area of the mine.
Mm-hmm.
It's been abandoned.
See?
What it looks like, it's was occupied by the, in Spanish they call them malandros,
Malandros.
which is the bad guys. So as you can see here, they're fresh.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
So we just came from there. Of course, there's some stuff here.
You want to go inside and take a look?
So as you can see, there's the other gate.
Yep, they opened it up and it's normally closed, right?
Yeah, so they probably come in and okay, and then leave.
Mm-hmm. So they usually leave.
Abandoned.
Well, they use plastic to keep themselves warm. No water bottles. Yeah, they had a fire there. Man, I can't imagine living like this. Yeah. So they had a fire. See? Yep, that's it's cold. That's warm. Still warm. This was recent. They were probably here last night.
So as you can see here, this is a cattle ranch.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately,
There's no cattle left.
Yeah.
So what do? They take the cattle and
They probably sell the cattle because they cannot work. Because sometimes the bad guys, they charge a fee. And sometimes that fee could be a very high fee, and these people, ranchers, don't have that kind of money. Bad guys, So sometimes they opt to just retire or just give up the business. And so that's what happens, So that's the consequences of cartels activity in this. Sonora is known to be, as a matter of fact, on the seal of the state. You see that it has cattle. So because they're known to be a cattle state, but many of the cattle, as you know, has been.
So there's the.
As you can see, it's funny. Cattle going probably from one ranch to another.
Yeah, I see that. That's cattle, right?
So unfortunately, they just don't have food or anything like that.
So we saw a dead bull on the way.
Yeah, that's what happened. They don't put water or anything like that.
Because there was cartel here last night. They went to the next ranch up to make sure it's clear before we move to that next site. So what they do is they send in a forward team to do the cleaning, but prior to them arriving, they use drones to make sure that if they see any activity, they're prepared.
Go over there because we suspect that there's a. You see that
Dust cloud, yeah.
La patrulla aquí viene abajo, pero allá que no es de nosotros. Dos carros.
You see any drones?
No, what Raleigh says.
So they're driving away from us, correct?
No, they're coming towards us.
Toward us.
Yeah.
All right, good.
So the commander is looking at.
Llegamos al rancho ese ahorita.
I see him.
Es donde está el papalote ahí, güey.
Sí, es donde estábamos ahorita nosotros.
Sí, donde está el papalote y eso. Pero ya como que ahí se pararon, ¿no?
Sí, porque ya dejó de ser.
Sí, se calmó el polvo. ¿Cómo se llama, Alejandro?
A Susuri, algo así.
El señor.
¿Cuál señor? Oh, James.
They've established
Creo que
it.
está allá, ¿no?
Okay, let me read the sign that's over there.
Okay.
Hoy,
¿Cómo dijiste que se llamaba?
James.
Si es él, entonces.
Yes. He said that he looked at the sign down there and there's a big sign that says, I'm coming from James.
Is that right?
Yes.
Wow. I didn't know I was so popular.
No, se pararon ahí en el rancho. Está el papalote, pues, y está el tinaco. Y un lado se pararon ahí. Se veía carro rojo. Pero no era carro. No será el viejo, güey. Lizárraga.
It's the commander.
Porque Lizárraga trae un dochón.
So they've established their perimeter
Viejo, pues
already.
como
So that's
2001, algo así.
You check the hilltops yet?
Yeah, they're checking on it. Right?
Okay.
Lo que sí es que ahí hay una antena de
No, parece una antena, parece un arbolito.
¿Un arbolito?
Sí, sí.
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 Pero no se ve.
So I got snipes. What's a scoop?
I'll show you something like that.
Okay.
Fine. Looking for it.
They have abandoned vehicles. They have abandoned homes. Was this a ranch?
It's a ranch.
Can you imagine that? Generations of farming and ranches destroyed by cartels. They just come in and they kill, shoot people, and they take over.
It's a bunker.
It's a bunker. Oh yeah.
Is it recording?
Yes.
Okay, this is what I'm gonna do, James.
Sir. Oh, there you go.
See what do you see?
House pet. What happens when the cartels take over ranches? The cows go astray, and on our way to our next destination, we have a cow stuck in a grate. It's a pig.
No se le ve mucho su vida.
Look at the
Yeah, those are 50 kills. That's pretty serious.
yeah, and look at the thickness of the
Yeah, that's about what?
pretty thick.
Y están de lejos.
It's a 3/4.
Yeah.
That's Serious?
Están de lejos, ¿no, Alejandro? Porque guachas que pegaron aquí.
Sí.
Más chicos, apenas si pegaron, pero no dañaron. Todos estos. Pero el 50 sí llegó, pues.
Yeah, 50, yes.
Yeah, these are the 50s.
So this
These are the
is the
small
smaller,
calibers.
yeah.
Yeah. They'll make it through. Oh, look at that son of a gun. Poor me. Yeah, we saw some camos over there, so they stripped them with the camos off. So the crazy thing is, knowing they know how to take them down, and they're doing it, blood, sweat, and tears, and they need assistance.
As you might know, we are lacking some of the resources to be working operationally as we would like to do it.
Let's take a look at this. Cartel. 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 These are sharpshooters, man. Trying to take down the policia. Instead of doing heavy narrations, I just want you to watch what happens. Look at the surroundings. I'm going to be pointing to things that really should catch your eye, and also your curiosity. See? Oh, 50. Wow.
Okay, más. More.
More? Oh, yes. This one. Wow. Well, there you go. That's what we have to negotiate. It's too good to be true, it usually is. Here we are. Couldn't negotiate this mound of dirt. And let me tell you, we're really close to getting stuck, so
Pero ya
watch what
están los
happens.
candados activados. No. De la llanta.
No creo, güey.
Ah, bueno.
Good job.
Go to camp to carry.
Yeah. That Ford is a beast. That's the heavily armored Ford that I drove in.
This is what causes, a lot of damage
Oh, yeah.
to this kind of terrain. And so that's why we need bigger cars. Estoy diciendo que por eso necesitamos unos carros más fuertes. Y también el desgasto que hay, el mantener vigiladas estas áreas, que pues los carros sufren sus daños, ¿no? O sea que this kind of cars are made for roads, not for off-roads. So as you can see, there's a lot of damage. They don't have the fender anymore. So that's, they're going to need, heavy equipment. Because remember,
Yeah.
60% of the drugs, fentanyl, comes through this part of the state.
See.
So.
See.
The State Department and whoever wants to help, the
Right.
DOD, is to provide equipment. You have the manpower. They're willing to do the job. The problem is, of course, they don't have enough, resources to keep putting these cars through,
Well, I'm going to suggest do joint exercises. Bring, and so
Yeah,
they
we
can
can.
train in desert terrain. Because they're currently doing it in Camp Pendleton area for special ops as well as the Marines. They do heavy training. But this would be a perfect area and start having joint operations. Him help take out the cartels.
Yes. That's what we need.
Okay. Oh, the drone. There's the cameras. Just tear the clothes off.
¿Qué onda?
Camouflage.
I wonder where the cameras are from. Could they be from a country outside of Mexico? Unfortunately, the team was not well trained in investigations. There's a need for additional training. The military clothing is a possible sign of foreign nationals.
Allá hay una antena de esa.
Close examination of the shells tell you where they're manufactured.
Sir, Adriano, you want to tell the story?
What story?
We arrived here on scene. It appears to be an American Ram. A lot of spent shells here, 50 caliber and such. Now, what is that unit there?
It's a water, how to say, depot, I guess.
Okay.
So we're going to take a look.
Many have talked about the deep infiltration of cartels within the Mexican government and in their law enforcement. Despite these claims, they have record successful
Bullets. See?
We have always had a very good collaboration with all the U.S. agencies. Right now, since a few months ago, we have been working together in the border. We have a special team that is working near the U.S., but from the Mexican side, together in a mirror operation. We are working air, land, and underground also. As far as my point of view, we have achieved many goals.
These are proud Mexican citizens who've had enough of the cartels in the neighborhood. They're even paying for their own ammunition. They take their job serious. They put their lives on the line 24/7.
The U.S. citizens are complaining about the fentanyl crossing. Well, let's give them the help to fight it before he even crosses the border. Let's get engaged. Stop complaining. Under the Biden administration, they stripped HSI. We used to have in Hermosillo a staff of special agents of the number 10. Now they're down to 1. And we'll be interviewing him the next day or so. So that's the call to action. Now with Trump getting in office, there's no reason why we can't divert the foreign aid that's going to other countries that are pushing their DEI crap. Let's take care of our issues here at the border. Let's take care of our citizens, take care of our neighbors to the south that are putting their blood, sweat, and tears into fighting and trying to take back their country. What do you say?
As I said before, if we join forces, we join efforts, we're going to see very good results.
What does it mean working together is we set up a meeting with you and the team here today to talk about what we've done, what we want to do together, the resources required. And I think not only you'll be surprised, but you will, your first 100 days, you'll be able to meet mission. Get this job done. We have a lot of work to do. These teams in place have great success. They're dealing with cartels. They have the answer for that. They also have the autonomy to work independently, that of the capital here in Mexico. So they've done great work. They're going to continue to do great work. But we want to augment and start collaborating our efforts together to save the nations, both nations.